Libra, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. So, Libra, looking here, bottom of the deck, I am not surprised to get this energy at all. So the Four of Pentacles, this is about you holding on to what you have, not losing sight of who you are, not compromising anything that would have you compromising those kind of fundamental values that you have, just the foundation of who you are. And here's why. I'm getting your current energy as the Hanged Man. You're in this kind of suspended energy right now where you're given an opportunity to see things from a different perspective, but really understand how things are playing out, what really is in your best interest, just that entire storyline. You're getting all of it. There's just something really significant about kind of where you are because you're at the top of this and you're able to see everything, all sides, all angles. There's something about it. I'm just getting that word suspended where it just feels like you're upside down the way it's depicted and you're able to see things from a very different point of view. And it could be connected to a Taurus, it doesn't have to be, but it could be connected to love, relationships, and even marriage. And there's something that's taking place right now for you as it relates to relationships and your interactions with other people. And these would be the significant relationships in your life. It would be your marriage partner if you're married, or just those kind of one-to-one connections, those really significant ones. It feels like you're really looking at things, almost able to see it from their point of view. You're still in your energy, obviously, you're still in your body, but you're able to understand more of the complexities and the nuances of the entire situation. The world is showing up here in what you need to focus on because there is something here that you need to release. There's something that you're learning in this kind of suspended energy where it's helping you to understand what really matters, what doesn't, what can you let go of here? Because it feels like you're ready to let go of something, but you just haven't quite figured out exactly what it is. Knight of Wands is showing up in the past energy, and so it feels like you are moving forward. Nothing is really stopping you from that perspective. So even though you're in this kind of suspended energy, it's not that you're actually standing still. You are still making progress in other areas of your life. It's just that when it comes to relationships and how you interact with other people, there's an old habit or pattern or something here that needs to be released. Nine of Wands is showing up as your strength. And the reason it's showing up as your strength is because your guard is up. While you're in this kind of suspended energy, you're almost in a way protecting yourself from other people's influence. And it's other people's influence, but it feels like it's bigger than that. You just don't want anyone telling you what you need to release because it doesn't make sense. It's got to come from you. You have to understand what doesn't really work for you anymore. And it really goes back to this Four of Pentacles energy where focusing on your foundation, your own value system, this is really where that kind of baseline, you don't want to compromise anything there. And so it feels like until you get that solid viewpoint when it comes to relationships, your guard is just going to be up. In your near future, I am getting the Seven of Cups. So there's a lot coming at you all at once. And it feels like when it comes to relationships and people, there might be a lot of overwhelming circumstances that show up here in the near future. So I'll find out more when I clarify all of the cards, but I am getting the sense that you're going to have a decision here that you're going to need to make. When I look at the external influences, so how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting the Eight of Swords with the Six of Wands. The Eight of Swords is that self-imposed prison of the mind. The Six of Wands is a card of success. And so when it comes to you really thinking things through, getting into this, it's the suspended energy. That's what the Eight of Swords is giving me. Whatever clarity you get during that period of time, it's going to work in your favor. There's a lot of success connected to it. Sitting in your hopes or fears here is the death card, Scorpio energy. And so with this Scorpio energy, this is a lot of death and rebirth, that change and transformation. It feels like, again, you know that there's something here that needs to just go away. And you're working on figuring out exactly what it is. And so the way the death card is coming out in that hopes or fears position is when you're ready to release it, when you clearly identify what needs to go, you want to be able to just release it. You don't want to sit on it. You don't want it to take a long period of time. You just want to be able to exit and move on. When I look at your potential outcome here, I'm getting the Six of Pentacles with the Magician energy. And so the Magician is about you manifesting what you want. Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. And so this tells me everything, where you're going to feel really balanced and really solid and stable in where you are, to the point where you're actually able to share what you have with other people. And it's allowing for more opportunities to manifest. It's allowing for what you want to actually come forward. So let's start clarifying and see what else we get here. So with the Hanged Man and the Hierophant, I'm getting the Knight of Wands. So it's showing up in the past, it's clarifying the present energy. And so again, you are making progress. The Knight of Wands is more of, I'm making progress in other areas, not holistically. This is really, it's not like a King of Wands type of energy. It's more kind of smaller steps, small progress that's being made here. But you are moving. And even with that, you're moving through that suspended energy. You're really taking your time, evaluating everything here. With the World, I'm getting the Queen of Wands. So male or female, it's just the energy of the reading or the card here. But with the World and the Queen of Wands, this tells me that when you're ready, when you identify what needs to go, you just want to take the action. And the universe is really saying the same thing, because it's showing up as the Death card for you in the hope or fear, and it's showing up as the Queen of Wands in this focus category. And so I like the way that it's coming across, because it tells me just how much say you have in all of this. You don't have to sit back and just kind of wait for things to happen. You control the timeline. It's all up to you. With the Knight of Wands in the past, I'm getting the Sun. So the Sun, hope, optimism, brighter future. So it feels like you do, and you did here. You just want to keep moving forward. You want better things to kind of unfold for you over time. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. I have the Nine of Wands again with the Knight of Swords. And so when you're ready to open up and put your guard down and really let go of whatever it is, you will. The Knight of Swords tells me that you're going to have to release whatever that cycle is that's closing, whatever just doesn't belong anymore. And then as soon as you do, you're going to let your guard down. You're going to open yourself up to new possibilities, new people, all of these different things. And so the wound that's coming up here in your strength position is connected to relationships, but it's also, our wounds show us where our greatest opportunity for strength and development is. And so when you are at the point of dropping your guard, it's because you have been healing. And this is by itself a lot of strength, because that kind of wound won't hurt you anymore. With the Seven of Cups, I'm getting the Six of Cups. So you might have somebody return from the past. Yeah, I'm really getting that energy. Mercury is retrograde, so it could be the reason why. So that does happen during Mercury retrograde. Exes do tend to find their way back around. And here it looks like you might not be sure whether or not you want to pursue something here with this person. I'm actually going to get a little bit of guidance for you on that energy and what is in your best interest when this presents itself. It's really going to come down to whether or not you have released that past energy. So I have the King of Wands showing up. I've got the Five of Swords showing up and the Nine of Swords. And so the way that this is playing out, when this person presents themselves, you're not going to be ready for whatever they say or whatever action would be required based on the conversations you have with this person. It's going to come down to you resolving that inner conflict, releasing the fear, the anxiety, anything that would be connected to a relationship wound or anything that really kind of has your guard up right now, you're just not going to be able to do anything here. It's almost like, great, I hear you. Hold that thought. I need to go finish working on myself and kind of move through this energy. And that's when, on the other side of that, you would be more open to kind of understanding and really being able to make some sort of decision, take some sort of action if that's what you wanted to do. With the Six of Wands, I'm getting the Justice card. So on the other side of this release is you finding your way back to yourself, finding that kind of harmony and balance that you've been looking for, because there's your card showing up right there with that Six of Wands energy. So let's get the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, I'm getting the Four of Cups with the Two of Wands. So the Four of Cups is really about you thinking of the disappointment connected to the past, maybe when you saw potential in a situation and really trying to understand, well, why didn't it work out? What happened here? And this is where that Hanged Man energy is really coming into play. What was your role in the relationship? Why didn't it go the way that you wanted it to go? Now that you can see things from this broader perspective, what is your understanding now? Because when you're in it, you only know kind of this narrow path. But when you're in this suspended energy and you're above it, now you can see better what was happening holistically and understand how it was all kind of pieced together. All the context becomes more clear. And that might be the person that's coming back around, because it does feel like that. If there was a relationship here that you would entertain coming back around, but you were trying to figure out exactly what happened here, it feels like you are gaining that clarity, and there's something connected to you and a wound and the way that you were responding that you are going to figure out, and you're going to release it. Tell me about the Death card. Ace of Wands. The change and transformation that you're undergoing right now is inspiring a lot of action. It's going to initiate another new beginning, another opportunity for you to really go after what you want here. With the Six of Pentacles and the Magician, I'm getting the Hanged Man. And so the Hanged Man again, yeah, just that kind of bird's eye view of the entire situation, just that different perspective. I love the way that that's playing out, because it does tell me that you are incorporating all of these lessons. You are actually raising your own vibration during this entire process. And it's allowing you to see things from that bigger, broader perspective and understand other people's motives during the entire process. So Libra, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.